Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel and another card making video tutorial. Today I'm super excited to share a couple of projects created with the Halloween 2023 limited edition kit from Simon Says Stamp, part of Stamptimber. And I created a shaker card, but also a gift bag. And this was one of them where I started with the gift bag and not the card, which is kind of funny, but I was really inspired. And now that I've made one, I'd like to make more. So let's just have a little peek at everything you get in the kit. I think the only thing I don't show is the clear bags. So new bat tag die, some trim, candy, some ephemera, all from Tim Holtz. This awesome new stencil set. That's my favorite thing in the kit. I love the stencil. A couple of wonderful Simon Says Stamp envelopes. These shattered glass, or I think that's what it's called, from Tim Holtz. They're really cool. A bunch of bags. I'm going to use the big one. Some foam. Awesome American Crafts pattern paper. This is the Happy Halloween. Oh my gosh, the paper is amazing. Look at that spider web. I love it so much. I actually love all of the paper in this pack. It's really, really good. And I love those little tags. A brand new Just Batty stamp set and some cardstock. Now I know, I think I just mentioned, I'm pretty sure, oh, you get grit paste and a palette knife as well. And that's the glow in the dark grit paste. I actually didn't use it today, but it's amazing. So I decided to start with the large gift bag. If you're using the large gift bag, your stencil really fits edge to edge perfectly. It's just not going to fit the height. And we're going to do something kind of fun. So I'm going to actually tape it in place, hopefully to keep it from shifting too much. This is not going to be like the perfect, and by perfect, I mean, I love how it turned out. So to me, this is perfect, but I mean like precise stenciling, because we're going to stencil with paste instead of ink. This is something I love. We're going to end up with an awesome textured gift bag. It's really cute. I mean, it isn't like so textured that it feels awkward, but it has great dimension to it, and the pattern is amazing. So for this base layer, I'm actually going to use Tim Holtz. This is the black opaque paste. Again, this is not the paste in the kit, but I really wanted to use this. Look at it, you guys. It's like the smoothest frosting ever. I feel like I'm decorating a cake. But we are going to apply this paste on the stencil. Let's put a mat. The blue mat is my cutting mat for fabric, and I don't want to accidentally get paste on it. We're going to do a nice thin layer. Now I say that, and then there are some chunky bits. It actually ends up okay. However, I wish I'd gone just a little thinner with this, but it's not going to be super perfect. This is a pretty detailed stencil, and there's a few areas that maybe could have been a little thinner, a little more precise. But I love it. I love, love, love how this turns out. Now, the thing about this is a two-piece stencil set, meaning once this first stencil is applied, we're going to need to let it sit and completely dry before we add our second stencil. Mine actually wasn't, but it all turned out okay. Look at that. It is amazing. Now, I don't know why I'm trying to remove that. I got a little aggressive with my paste. We're going to cover that up anyway, so I'm just going to walk away. While that is drying, and while it's drying, I did go clean my stencil, my palette knife, immediately. If I can stress anything to you guys, it's please, please go clean your tools immediately when you've used paste. Otherwise, you will regret it because it does not come off. Then I'm cutting up the pattern paper that has the tags. I just love these tags. They are awesome. I want to use that little ghosty tag that says Happy Haunting. We're going to tie that to our gift bag here in a little bit. I'm going to take a hole punch, and we're just going to punch a little hole through it. Obviously, since we've cut this from paper, we need to customize it a bit, and I just went ahead and did all three of these. Even though I'm not showing the other two finished in the video, I thought they were super cute. Love these. Okay, now once we kind of have our background drying, it's time to see what else we have. What else is in the kit? I'm looking through everything, kind of looking here and there. What do I want to use next? Do I want to use the confetti mix to embellish my tag? It's kind of what I thought I would do to start with. Also, I had the worst time getting my bag open. I ended up cutting it open, but that's another story. Do I want to use this? Do I want to use some of the Tim Holtz ephemera? What do I want to use? And this was one of those projects where it didn't really become obvious right away. I know I like to talk about that a lot where, you know, I have this idea and I'm so excited. It translated immediately into what I wanted. This did not. This project took a few twists and turns. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love, love, love the gift bag, but it took me a minute. It really did. Well, I found the plaid paper in the paper pack that comes in the kit. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love how that plays on the black. I think that's going to look amazing. Let's find what I call a divider divider paper. Let's go with paper. And so I picked the orange with the little pin dot. We're going to put the plaid at the bottom of the bag. It's 5.5 inches wide. And then I can't remember how tall, just whatever to fill that bottom area. And then I took one of my favorite scallop stitch border dies. I'm going to die cut that into a strip that I can then place along the bottom edge of my bag. And it divides the stenciled top from the plaid bottom. Now we don't want to attach this quite yet, but look how cute this is going to look. Oh my goodness, this is perfection. I love this. So now I hope my stenciling is dry, and as I kind of insinuated, it wasn't, but it's going to be okay. I'm going to take stencil number 2, and this is some autumn, I can't remember, autumn leaves maybe. This is a Picket Fence Studio glitter paste in orange, and I want to pick up on the orange accents in the pattern papers I'm using. This is going to add some stars, eyes, all that good stuff to our background. Don't worry if it's not perfect. It's going to be fine. So I'm just going over adding this in. I will tell you, anything with glitter in it, in my experience, takes a little bit to dry. You know what I mean? So I would suggest, or it doesn't take a little bit to dry. Pardon me. It dries super fast. So you're going to want to go clean this like immediately, friends. See, a little bit of black pulled up, but it's okay. Look how cute that is though. Is this not the most awesome Halloween background? I want to use it for everything. It looks absolutely amazing. So once that is dry, I am going to attach the pattern papers to the bottom. We're going to use a very strong adhesive. I love this Altenew adhesive. Well, we have a love-hate relationship. It is so strong. Like if you put something down where you don't want it, good luck and may the force be with you. But if you put it down, it's not going to go anywhere, which is what I'm looking for here. So plaid along the bottom, and it really, to me, is like we have 3 different patterns. And I love that. That's exactly the look I was going for. Now, you don't need a gift bag. Do this exact same thing on craft cardstock and make a card. How cute would that be? You have plenty of materials too. Plenty of paper to make at least 1 card, maybe even 2. Gonna glue the little separator in place. My paste that's dry, we're just gonna take our scissors and clean up anything that's hanging off the top edge. I just love it. I think it's so super fun. From here, it's just a couple of little embellishments to finish it off. This took no time at all. So if you have like a special little neighbor, I've got a couple of little neighbor girls that I absolutely adore. Something like this for their little special Halloween treat would be super fun. Or if you've got nieces, nephews, grandkids, your own kids, a teacher gift, or you have a friend or a loved one who has a October birthday, wouldn't it be fun to give something like this? I just think there's a lot of ways you can utilize these gift bags to do something super fun with. So now I am going to grab a little orange twine from my stash, and we're going to tie the Happy Haunting tag. Now I'm using the tag as is. I have not had to stamp anything. The name of the game for my projects today, other than a very small stamped greeting on the card, is no stamping. This is literally a couple of the easiest projects ever. There's no coloring, there's no detailed stamping or anything like that. It's just super, super easy. I thought I might layer those tags, but I think the Creepin' It Real would be cuter with one of the other tags instead, and I really want to use this orange one. We're going to wrap this around the handle, tie it into a little bow. I am going to add a couple of little things. It's really cute as is, but if you're looking in the Tim Holtz ephemera pack, there are lots of little labels, there's some images, all kinds of things, right? Tim always has great ephemera packs. Well, there's a little label that says poison, which I thought would be fun. If you're giving treats to someone, obviously you should probably know who they are so that they understand it's not really poison. But I think that it's a really fun little addition. And then I'm going through my pack looking for bats. There's lots of different sizes of bats, and I want to pick some of those out. I'm just trying some different little labels and things, seeing what I like, what I want to work, what I want to add. And I think I've mentioned this in some other Halloween videos. For some reason, bats are always a good idea. Bats and little spiders. Let's bend up the bat wings and let's glue some bats to the gift tag around the ghost. I think this will be the perfect little dimensional embellishment. And then we're going to glue the little poison label right to the center of that divider scallop strip, and that is going to finish off our gift bag perfectly. Absolutely adorable and fun. I would love to know in the comments, do you make your own gift bags or packaging? I know that I do a lot of gift tags here on my channel, but I would love to know if you decorate bags and things like this. Also, this would be a really cute way to gift. If you go, I just got back from a cross stitch retreat, and they do a smalls exchange, and you're supposed to wrap your stuff in packaging that matches your stitch. If you do any kind of gift exchange like that, if you have a Halloween goodie, that'd be awesome. Okay, for my card, I am loving the foiled paper. Like, the foiled paper in this paper pack is gorgeous. This is a really fun, I picked kind of the neutral prints. I die cut the neutral print to 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches using a basic rectangles die. I'm using the bat tag die, which it would be cute as a tag on a gift bag as well. I'm going to save these that I didn't use for a card for that purpose, but I'm also going to, I die cut it from the black spiderweb paper, which is my favorite in the paper pack. And we're going to use the bat from that, but we're going to create a shaker window. I'm actually going to use the shattered glass. It really doesn't show up that great. Probably could have gone without it. Maybe on a darker background, it would show up a little bit better, but I liked the effect. However, if you're going to make it a shaker, it's got holes in it. It is broken looking glass. So I am going to have to use some of the plastic packaging or the clear shaker sheets included in the kit to make a window and then layer the glass, the shattered glass panel behind it. Or in front, whatever you want to do. For the background, I did a tone on tone with my shaker. So you get this awesome sequin shaker, or I guess confetti shaker mix, not sequin. Everything here is from the kit. Everything. really was trying to stretch my supplies from the kit, I guess, if you will, and make the most of them. So we're going to trim the plastic to fit behind our panel and then secure it in place. We will then add the shattered glass panel. I sort of wish I would have done those the opposite, shattered glass first, then the other plastic, but it's fine either way. The other thing I wish I would have done that I don't, and I'll talk about that when we get to it, is I should have stamped my greeting on the acetate window before I finished my card. I made it work, thank goodness, but you could always stamp it on a separate piece of paper, and it's the only stamping in either of these projects today. I know it's Stamptember and that seems wrong, but I really wanted to show how you can make successful paper crafting projects with minimal to no stamping. So I'm just placing that plastic back behind. We're going to trim that down to size. And then we're going to put our little shattered glass back behind. And I love how that it's a cream paper, and I think it's like an iridescent stripe. So it looks rainbow with my lights, but in different light, it looks kind of silvery. So it's just so pretty. So, so pretty. We're going to secure that shattered glass. Just going to peel up and I'm using that super strong adhesive again. Me and the super strong adhesive. And just like that, perfect. And that's where, if you add a more solid or dark background, I think it would show up better. But again, you get a ton of them in the pack, in the kit, a ton. And I don't know if you guys watched Tim Holtz's ideology video that he did a few weeks ago, but these are new this year and they are one of those things that are probably a one and done. So if you like them, you get them in the kit or pick them up. They're really awesome. I'm going to be using them for some other things, some other like decor things that I'm doing. I love them. Now, this is the shaker sequin, no, not sequin, shaker mix that you get in the kit. I filled it, but I should have filled it with more. So I actually do kind of very, very carefully lift it up and fill it with even more. I feel like it needs tons in here. We're also going to die cut our background paper. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't talk. I apologize. We're going to die cut our background pattern paper with the same basic rectangle die that is A2 sized, and then we can peel off our backing paper for our shaker and place that panel on there. This is kind of how I like to do shakers. It makes it super, super easy if your backer is the same size as your front. And there we go. And then you can just shake, shake, shake. Love this. It's really cute and fun. Oh, there you can see the broken shattered glass really, really well. Now I'm going to glue my little bat in place. Super easy shaker. Shakers are always a good idea. Always a good idea. And I always like to play with it, shake it up, get that stuff moving around. We're going to then take and stamp Batty for You from the exclusive Just Batty stamp set on the window. Now this is where I said I should have done this before the foam because there's some give. There's no foam back behind the plastic. I am using black StazOn. If you are going to stamp on plastic packaging, acetate, things like that, you're going to need to use a solvent ink, which StazOn is solvent. It dries instantly and it's not going to wipe off of the plastic. And I just stamped that little Batty for You because I felt like that matched our whole theme. I thought that was cute and fun. And then we're going to take some extra confetti material and we're going to add those to the frame outside of our card. So around the card, let's add a few extra bats to tie into the theme. I love the little bat confetti. Then there's tons of stars. I hope you can kind of see that. I know with the, you know, foiled pattern paper, sometimes it's hard to see with the studio lights. It blows it out, especially this color. It's just so pretty in real life. It blows it out a little bit, but there's stars all over in the background. I am adding little gold stars from that same confetti mix all over my panel, just kind of following the star design on the background, and you're going to see that all over. It's really, really cute. And then I'm even going to take a little web and we're going to frame up one of the bottom corners of our bat tag frame with one of those little webs. These little webs are super cute. I think they're a great little embellishment for lots of things. But this just decorates and dresses up our frame perfectly. Again, very quick and easy. Both of these projects, other than the dry time for the pastes, both of these projects are very fast. So super cute and fun. Definitely check out the limited edition Halloween kit if you haven't already. It's always a super popular one each year, and this one is no exception. You get tons of great stuff in it, and I think you guys are really going to love it. There's that little web. Thank you so much for joining me today for these two projects featuring the Simon Says Stamp Halloween 2023 limited edition kit. The supplies I used to create my projects are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me today for another paper crafting tutorial. I love being able to share with this incredible community of crafters. I want to give a huge shout out and special thank you to my amazing Patreon members. If you're interested in joining Patreon, please click the link in the description underneath the video here on YouTube. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do. There is exclusive content, information, and behind-the-scenes content. Top-tier members will receive a handmade birthday card during your birthday month, access to D-Stash, and monthly exclusive lives, plus so much more. We would love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to click the notification bell to always be notified when there is a new video or I go live. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again next time.